What do you mean both of my exes? What are you talking about? Are you talking about my child molester being my ex? Is that what you're talking about? Is that where you're going? Are you talking about my child molester being my ex?
Can you please ask him to unmute me because I can't be up here right now?
Hold please. What you talking about? Both my exes.
Jess, what do you need unmuted?
What? Wait, whoa.
Like
We ain't gonna scroll past that shit. What you talking about? Both my exes. No, you're doing too much. She said, both of our exes. Okay, I was gonna say, I apologize.
Baby, bullet. You misread it. She said both of our exes, yours and hers.
I know, I just said I apologize.
Oh, okay. I was just wanting to let you know. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Watch your mouth, Bullet. I apologize. Did I apologize?
Again, I didn't bring you up. You brought me up. Because Wreck-It Crew is mad at you, you brought me up. Why don't you bring up the Wreck-It Crew and have your beef with them? Okay, that's over with. We already, listen, there's people that come in the box and discuss that and made that very clear. So I'm not going to apologize again. What you want? No, you keep going over it with everybody else is what you keep doing. You won't even get in a box. I'm tired of you comparing your shit to mine. I don't compare my shit to yours. Then that's what I've been asking for. Ain't nobody want to come in the box. Ain't nobody want to come in the box, but y'all have a lot to say about me. BFF Wreck-It, don't be speaking on Sydney. Because I'm your mom. Yeah.
I haven't spoke on Sydney. I was in a box with Sydney, I think, yesterday morning. I don't think I've thought about her since then.
I don't think about her until I hear my name come out of their mouths.
They, little BFF just giggled.
Oh, me, never.
Right.
Me and you didn't have a fucking issue. Me and you didn't have an issue. You made one with me. Okay, well, I was cool with you too. I allowed people to speak on you. Then you tell Wreck-It to not talk about it. You go on. Go tell him. Okay, that's fine. You
But
tell
here's
Wreck-It to not talk about it. Like, what the fuck?
thing. Everybody kind of speaks on everybody. And I don't mean that like in a disrespectful way, but I mean like Bullet, you were spoke on yesterday when I was in the box with Sydney. I don't think that Sydney spoke on you. I know your name was brought up. Maybe May did. I'm trying. I honestly, like, I don't remember. It was yesterday morning. I've slept since then.
I don't know. I can reach.
I mean, that's the side of. Unfortunately, that's the side of TikTok that we're on, right? I mean, it's just all, messiness.
But here's the thing: is you're speaking on me when everybody else spoke on you, but Bullet. I'm not gonna control them. I'm not gonna tell them no, bad, no, no. You know what? Here, hang on. Wreck-It Crew, no, stop, don't quit, don't do that. No. What do you want me to do?
Bullet. Listen, respectfully, I'm going to tell you the issue, and please nobody start reporting me. Like, if that shit starts, I'm just going to hop out the box and we'll do this another time. But here is the
Honestly,
problem.
Reckitt doesn't report. I know Sassy says she does, but
Well, she took my
doesn't.
account, so it's cool, but it is what it is. I'll get it back in
I'm laughing because you give her too
Okay.
much credit. I promise she's not out there reporting. She may threaten it, but
But you
I don't
told
know
me
if it-
you told me in the live the other day that she said she sure did.
I repeated what she said, but I don't
Right.
know. I mean,
'Cause
I'm
my
just
account
on
got
her
blocked.
like excess.
I don't care for BFF. It's no big deal, babe. It's really not. It's no big deal. I don't care. I'll get it back in a couple of days. It is what it is. But with Bullet, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your name wasn't brought up at first. At first, it was not. It was a whole thing because LP had held that live, and y'all know the story. And it was the awareness live, and Roxy chose to speak out. Yada yada. Okay. Well, Roxy spoke out about what had happened with Sid and Reckitt. All right. Well, as it's being talked about in your live, other people in your boxes were speaking on, the situations or whatever. I had made a point. I said, well, if they're saying that, Bullet's husband's not on the app, Bullet didn't commit the crime, and that is her ex, then why are they coming so hard at Sid? Because it's the same shit. Yeah, the charges may be different, but Sydney didn't do it. So why is everybody giving her hell? And also, our question is what did Sid do to them to make them want to come after her like that? Nothing.
That is a question that you have for them, not me.
Say that one more
Those are
time.
questions. Those are questions you need to ask them, not me.
I have many, many times. I have. And listen, with all due respect, and that's the only reason I'm the one who brought it up, Bullet. I'm the one. I was not bringing it up to drag you, to bash you, to say anything negative on your situation. I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it because they were sitting there saying how they, support you because it's different, because of this, is that. But yet it's the same thing with Sid. I just don't understand it. So I was making a point. Well, if they're saying this about Bullet, then why are they talking about Sid? Because literally that's her ex. He's not on the app, right? Sydney didn't do the offense, and she's not even with them. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me.
Well, what doesn't make sense to me is that y'all coming after me over that shit.
Nobody's coming after you, and I tried to tell you that. We all
Listen,
tried.
I have got the live. Like,
You
what?
took
What?
it the wrong way from the jump.
I took it the wrong. Do you want me to replay it?
You can. All the replays, I've already watched them. I know what they say.
Okay, so you should know what I'm talking about.
Bullet, am I echoing?
I know.
No, I don't think so.
Well, the difference is here, Bullet don't defend her ex-husband no more, but this chick defends a fucking pedo. That's the difference here. Fucking crickets and my bug zapper going off now?
I don't know.
Fucking cat got y'all tongue now?
Sorry.
I think she's losing service.
I think Sydney was in the comments saying that
Losing
she's
service.
anymore, but I could be wrong about that. I'm just sitting here eating
Little
my
bit, guys.
Listen, y'all were
Give me
speaking
a
on me
second.
yesterday.
I'm sorry.
And then somebody come in here and was like,
She's always playing the victim. Why are you speaking on nobody spoke about you today?
y'all held alive for the last how long? For how long?
I am going to be
Oh,
honest.
because
Bullet
every
really,
single-
for the most part,
every
be
single
able to
day.
business. Play with her-
Yesterday morning. Sorry, I can't. Y'all, I'm cutting in and out. If I interrupt y'all, I'm sorry. Just mute me, okay? Because I'm having a hard time hearing you guys. Hold on one second. Listen, Bullet. The reason was because you held alive the other morning. I think it was yesterday morning. and you were speaking on the situation because of a read about it comment or something, and that's why Sydney went live. And then I heard Reckett say, "Well, why they're live talking shit again? See, we ain't even said nothing." No. That's
Y'all
why Sydney
said
went live.
something in the comment, and I went, or in the read about it. Y'all addressed me. Whoever that was addressed me and spoke about it. So I went
y'all?
live and showed y'all my answer. That's what I
How'd you
did.
know that's one of us, though? For real, that
Well,
could've
it ain't
been
one of
somebody
mine.
else. You know what I mean? It could have been one of our followers.
Okay.
All you got to do is hold one live and mention our name and talk shit, and then we're going to talk about it every day. Okay?
I mean, y'all can do what you want to, but
We do.
the energy's going to get returned. But we're trying to make Bullet understand that we wasn't coming after Bullet. All I was doing was making a point. I don't know nothing about her ex, and I don't care about it. Nobody else does either. But we were just saying, Sid's ex isn't on the app. She's not with him anymore. She didn't commit the offense. It's the same shit with Bullet. Like,
Both men are RSOs. That don't change nothing. What that both of our exes are RSOs. That's the fact. So what the fuck are we attacking me for and not a Bullet? Like they're both our exes. What's the
First
point?
of all, I was the first one on this app to ever call Bullet out on her shit. But I say that we did it. I'm not going to keep going on about it. Bullet knows how I feel about her fucking ex-husband. I called his ass out every fucking day. I was the first one to do it. The very first one to do it.
but also, Corey, like when y'all
For
found
4
out this
years.
info on Sid,
Yeah.
like
4 years.
listen, when y'all found out this info on Sid was cool with you guys, right? I don't know if you were around then. I don't really know. Honestly, I can't remember. But you guys were cool with her at one point. And then Sid was maybe in the box. I don't know. And then as soon as Nicole and Grove dropped that info off to you guys, instead of Reckett being like, yo, Sid, is this true? Is this what's up? If so, you need to go. Like, we don't fuck with that shit. And Sid would have left peacefully, no problem.
For sure. I wouldn't have even held that against you guys.
Gro's the one that pushed that though.
Okay,
Now, wait a minute.
Right?
Wait a minute, Jess, because you wasn't in that live, so you don't know what
I
happened.
have
You
the
was
screen
in that live,
recording.
I can
actually,
run
Rodeo
it down
Mom.
to
I
you.
was in there.
Pretty much, you was in there.
I have all the screen recordings.
was in
Somebody
there.
was attacking Sydney's child, being racist towards Sydney's child.
Yes, I know.
And we were defending Sydney's child.
No one asked
Right.
you to.
And then we went live, and Sydney come over there and got in our box. And we were talking about her child being attacked.
Right.
Bro
appreciate
then
that. No one
reached
asked
out
you to, though.
and said, why are you guys sitting with her when she supports her boyfriend is on the registry and this is what's for?
Right. And
She
what
then
at that,
said, who she sent it to said, send us the info. They sent the info, right? Then we started asking Sydney questions. Like, are you still with him? Do you support him? Those things. She said, and her words, not mine, I absolutely support him. I love him.
but at that point, why didn't you say, okay, well then I don't fuck with that. You need to get out of here.
We
don't
did say that.
fuck with people, instead of like the way y'all were questioning her and the way she was getting screamed at to give information that she was not comfortable giving.
That I don't owe anybody on this app, might I add. I don't owe none of you motherfuckers
What
shit.
information?
Anything about me.
We absolutely have all the information. We don't.
And it doesn't matter because I don't owe it to you, which is why I didn't give you anything. Because it's not your
It's
fucking
the way
business.
you guys
Rodeo
were
Mom.
speaking to her is what she's talking about. You could have just said, Sydney, we don't fuck with you if this is what you're doing, but instead everybody was interrogating her, like screaming at her,
No,
calling her
everybody was
names.
not.
Like
Yes, they were.
that's just too much. That's too far.
Everybody was not.
They absolutely were.
They names.
Absolutely
Stop
were.
saying everybody when it was one person.
What one person?
One
There was
person?
multiple.
You watch the recordings. You know the person. Say the name.
You were one of them.
I screamed at her.
I don't know if you screamed.
No,
but
no. You said everybody was
absolutely
screaming at her.
Rodeo Mom.
I
You
screamed
absolutely
at her.
was questioning her. Yes,
I
you
didn't
were.
scream at her. I have every right to ask a fucking question.
That's
If you don't want to
right.
answer
You
it, you don't have to answer
personal.
it.
Because I didn't ask nothing personal about none of you.
But okay,
I didn't
right.
I
care.
don't support an RSO.
Okay, then don't.
Right.
We
And then
clearly
you
said that.
Let her go her separate way. That's all you had to do. It didn't have to turn into a bad
has
shit
nothing to do with
fest.
me.
But hold on. Nobody
Nobody was
went back
speaking
and was
about her. Her
bashing her.
mother brought us
Her
up.
and her mother
brought
started
us
this
up.
Can I
again.
send you the screen recordings? Because I don't know if maybe you wasn't there for all of it or what, or maybe you wasn't paying attention, but it's not like what you're saying, and I can promise you that.
I can promise you that when we were done with her, we were done with her. And nobody was talking about her.
Well, Sid
Her
told me
and
that
her
you guys were
mother-
speaking on her about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
She's lying.
She told shit about
Her
it.
and her mother went back talking about us. So therefore, in return, when you talk about us, we're going to talk about you. You can't then cry foul.
When did they talk about y'all though?
That day in MP's live,
Okay, I'm talking about before that live.
we hadn't been talking about them, Jess.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, I do know. I do know. We have not been speaking about her. She was out of our minds, right? Don't fucking care. Then her mom went live to accuse us of pushing her to the point of trying to hurt herself.
She wasn't trying to put that all on you guys. That's
No,
what
she
I'm
did.
saying. If y'all
No,
just
she
listen to
absolutely
Sid.
said wreck it.
But
Yeah,
listen to
he did.
Sid. Listen to Sid, not LP.
No,
That
her
wasn't LP. That
mother,
was
Sydney's
Sid's mother, Roxy.
Sydney's mother
Roxy did
said
that.
that, not LP, MP, extra small p, whatever.
Okay, well, yesterday and many days before that we've held lives and we've talked about this, Sydney, I told her to clear that up, and she did. And she said, look, it wasn't just wreck it.
Great, but you say that, except all those people already just heard her mother get up there and say all that stuff. You can't erase that from people's minds.
If your mental health's that
There's not a rewind button here.
if your mental health's that fucked up, get the fuck off the internet.
Her mental health is not like that now.
But Jess, the thing is
Sydney
that
had no
when her,
clue her mom was going to do that day.
but she was in that live, she was in that box when her mom said that. She should have absolutely corrected it.
When? Said what?
Said that Wreck-It has caused her to almost unalive herself.
Well, I will.
She should have corrected that.
Devil's advocate here. There was one live where Sydney did. I heard it. She did say it wasn't just Wreck-It. Now I don't
Yeah,
know if it
but
was
listen,
the same live. I
there were
can't
a lot of
confirm or
people in
deny
that
it was the
live,
same
Bullet.
situation. Yeah, I can't confirm or deny anything, but I know it. I know at one point in time she said it wasn't just Wreck-It that affected her. But
Yeah, no, I get that. But there were a lot of people in that live where Roxy absolutely blamed Wreck-It for that. You, again,
that's what I was
life
getting ready
doesn't
to
work
say.
that way. There's not a rewind button that you can go back and erase that she just told all these people that.
We just took
Get
the words
that?
out.
The fact of the matter is,
So now that you want to accuse me of doing that, you don't get to police how I respond.
well, we didn't accuse you. We accused certain people
Wreck-It.
from Wreck-It.
No,
This is
it
what
was
happened.
Wreck-It.
Wreck-It. Wreck-It.
Well, Wreck-It,
Wreck-It.
okay, we
Wreck-It.
can take it as a whole. But here's
That's
the
what,
thing.
but when you guys say
You don't
Wreck-It,
get
you're
to
putting it as a
police how
whole.
I respond now.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, then we got that out the way. But here's the thing. Sid absolutely did say Rochelle Angel is the one who put that out. Then Nicole and Grove picked it up and dragged the shit out of Sydney. Sydney was already having personal issues at that point in time, okay? She was going through it bad, and having Nicole and Grove dragging her was bad enough. And then it gets handed over to you guys, and instead of you guys, just, hey, is this true? If so, get the fuck out, It was less interrogate and bash Sid, and that's exactly what the fuck happened, and that was her tipping point. Tipping point is
That-
that all Wreck-It.
But that's your opinion.
That's not my opinion. That came out of Sydney's mouth.
Okay, I'm
gonna
saying
let
That's why
that
I
the
said y'all need to
interrogation is
listen
your
to
opinion.
her.
We
For me,
absolutely
I'm never going to
100%.
ask somebody's story if they're on the registry. Never
We-
once. Will you ask
we said
you hear me ask that.
we
I don't
will
give a shit about
support
the story.
your son, but we will not support you. That's what we told her. Monster
But
was
then
asking
why-
questions and she was lying to Monster, and Monster got frustrated. And the reason Monster got up in that box and they didn't play that recording and started yelling is because Sydney and her mother were being disrespectful to EPM. Get the whole live and watch the whole live, not
Which
just
one are you
snippets.
talking about?
The
The one
live
where
where
y'all
she
called
was
her
in the
out?
box.
I have
Yes.
all of it, Rodeo Mom. I
Then
have
watch it all. You'll
I
see
have.
why Monster got in the box. They were being disrespectful to EPM.
But you know what, Rodeo Mom, you have to understand when there's a group of people coming at you and they're like, you know, tell me right now, give me his name, and screaming at you, do you think you're going to be very nice about it?
Well, this is the thing. See, the thing is, if I didn't want to sit in that box, I would absolutely hit that X button and leave. Nobody was forcing anybody to sit in that box. You have control over your own device, and you can leave a live anytime you want to, Jess. I don't
Oh, I
mean that
absolutely agree.
disrespectfully, but she could have left that live at any given time. I, however, said I do not support anybody that supports an RSO, but I will, however, continue to defend your son against racism. That's what I said.
And that's cool, Rodeo Mom, but it's not. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I cannot control what anybody else
Listen,
says
the
or
reason
does.
Sydney did not just turn it. Listen, the reason Sydney did not just leave that live is because, number one, she knew right when she did, like, she was going to get drugged again, okay? So she was trying to talk to you guys civilly, you know,
No,
after
you're
the
not.
heated argument to try to simmer down and go away. That's all she wants.
I'm gonna play this recording.
That's all we all want. Where is Sydney? I'm sorry, because if
She
she's
said
not in here, I don't.
So listen, she's at work, is what she said in the
okay.
comments.
Yeah, she's in the
She
comments.
is at work. She is at work. It's okay.
Why am I getting muted? I'm trying to play a recording.
Stop muting Corey.
I'm not modded, so it's
Anyone feels like their mental health is to the point to where you're going to do something to yourself and you're telling people on this app that it's going to be their fault if you do it, no, it'll be your fault, because if your mental health is that bad, you need to get off TikTok. Plain and simple, period. Now I'm going to...
You're right, and that's what I told my friend
There you go,
Ryan.
Rodeo Mom.
It's not your fault.
Hold on.
If anyone feels...
Oh, that's Jess Savage talking.
That is me. Absolutely.
feels like their mental health is to the point to where you're going to do
Sydney
something...
has heard all this. She knows this. Listen, I've told Sid that. Sid is my friend. You know, just like you guys are friends, you can go to your friend and say, hey, look, if it's fucking with you that hard, get off the app for a minute.
But
at the time, that might have been the time that we were falling out. I don't know when that recording was taken, but I said it when we were friends and when we wasn't. She knows that.
But how are we responsible for her mental health? If she's going through something, close out the app. Get out the live.
She's not anymore. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. At the time when Rochelle brought it out, okay, when she put it on the app, Sid was already going through some personal things, right? And then Gro and Nicole picked it up. They drugged the shit out of Sydney. The shit out of Sydney. And then they handed it over to you guys, who continued it. So yeah, it was fucking with her to that point. Did y'all, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but Sid even got on a live and was very upset. And it was horrible to watch. I wasn't even her friend at the time. And I went in and checked on her, and it was bad, y'all. Like,
Well, let me
this
ask
is
you
no
something.
joke.
Let me ask you something. Do you know if any of my friends were going through something when Roxy got in that box and accused them of pushing a woman to the point of trying to take their life? Do you know if any of these guys were going through something?
No, but it's the truth. But you know what? And also, I don't appreciate, yet the other day when that fake account came in here, by the way, that was not me.
What fake account?
The one when y'all whoever was in here green screened my picture and was talking about me, it was Miss something. The girl
I
actually
wasn't.
came into my box.
I wasn't in
the other
here.
day.
Yeah. Savage, are you recording? Are you recording this live, Jess Savage?
Do what now?
Are you recording this live?
Yeah, just give me just a second. And I can do it.
Bullet is, I'm gonna do a demonstration. If your mental health is fucked up, do this right here.
Okay, Ian.
It's a pretty good demonstration.
It was good.
Pretty good.
I got the point.
You know, I wish
Well executed.
I wish you guys would really listen to Sydney instead of just get off the app if it's your mental health like that. She's okay now.
Jess.
Roxy chose to speak out. That was not that Sydney didn't tell her to do it. Sydney didn't know she was going to do it. Because she done it, now we have to deal with it, right? So instead of us screaming and arguing with each other, just hear her out. Just hear her out.
There's nothing to hear out. Leave us alone and we'll leave you alone like we were doing.
Stop.
Y'all wasn't, because the tires and you know.
That wasn't talking about
people and
Sydney though.
fake
That was talking
accounts
about
and-
Roxy.
No,
That was
and the
talking about Roxy.
pedo fucker and the name calling and all that. Yes, that has been
Tell
going
them
on
to
for
stop
days.
speaking on us.
For days
Same-
since she went
same-
into that live and started in accusing Reckitt of shit. We absolutely have. But prior to that, we was not speaking on Sydney.
It's
or
not still
Roxy.
bothering her, Kitty. It's not. She's just getting tired of the shit because it's constantly happening. She's fucking sick of it, and I don't blame her.
But how can you listen, Jess? I don't take anybody's mental health as my responsibility, first of all. I don't do that. I am responsible for me and my own person, right? That's first and foremost. Secondly, I am not going to be Corey, mute over there, dude.
You know what I did when I first started getting drug on this app about this shit? Eventually, I left the app. I shut it down because my mental health wasn't right.
guys. Sorry.
So maybe Sydney needs to take a little bit of a break. And a break.
Sydney is okay now. Sydney is just getting tired of it being spoke on. But listen, the whole fact of it is, and if y'all want me to play one of the couple minute clips as to what I'm talking about, then I'll do that.
To be honest, I don't care. But you guys have been going on for days. You guys, I say you guys because you sat in that circle.
Oh, yeah.
You guys went into MP's live and Roxy said what she said and blamed it on myself and Reckitt. I didn't realize by saying I would defend your son, but I don't support somebody that supports RSOs.
That's not all you said, though, right? That's not all anybody said. Y'all degraded and talked shit to Sid the way you did in that live that you're speaking about.
You know what? Personally, send me the recordings of where I degraded her. Send it to
Shut
me.
up. You fucking degraded everybody else too. Shut up. You did the same thing in retaliation, so you are not no better. Shut up.
What? How are you going to blame somebody else for your mental health?
Talking to anybody like that, do not be disrespectful to me.
The person that drugged you oh so badly.
Okay? Thank you.
You sit with
Girl,
now.
you don't want this smoke. I promise you that. And I'm not going to argue with you bitches.
I'm
up in
personally
here.
confused why you're her spokesperson right now, though.
Because she's at work. That's
Okay.
why. So I tell you what, we'll just do this another time when Sid can be here, okay? Y'all just have a good night. Goodbye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Anybody else want to come into Bullet's box and compare what we're doing?
What smoke?
With
What? Wait,
with
wait,
Bullet
what?
versus
What?
Sydney?
What smoke do I